Hello everybody, I'm Aiden or Lego Studios, and today I'll be doing a mock walkthrough slash talk through. I've already done a cinematic showcase on this, which I definitely recommend you check that out. I'll put it up in the cards at the top right hand corner. But anyways, let's go ahead and get more into the story of this mock, since it does have a non-canon unique story that a lot of people were kind of confused about. So I think I'd talk over the mock and explain some more parts of it. So a lot of the things that most people ask questions about was what was the original story behind this. I definitely recommend you go ahead and check out the other builds in the series, as it is a KrennicLUG collab. Most of them are on Instagram. I'll be sure to link all of them in the description if you'd like to check them out. But anyways, in the last episode, built by Carbon Builds, the Jedi is fleeing some stormtroopers and ends up getting captured in between his build and my build. He eventually escapes and he runs this rebel hideout in this monastery slash Jedi temple, and stormtroopers find him, and then they end up calling in death troopers, which you can see up here. And that's why those are in the mock up there, because they're coming in as special forces. And the collab kind of follows these three stormtroopers as they go through all the ruins of the Old Republic, hence the name, and that's why they are there. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the interior of the build some more. So on the inside of the cave, there's sort of two separate sections that I included. The first one being the entrance, which, as you can see, there's a small hole in the wall. That is how the Jedi would get in. This is based on like an Old Republic temple, not like the ones you see in the Clone Wars or Coruscant. But I decided to go for a cave-like appearance, which is why on the rocks on the right side you can see that it's a lot more jagged and it extrudes a lot more than on the exterior. And I decided to include two builds on the side, as you can see there, the dark orange and dark tan. I just thought that those would be something cool to include. I was mostly just fidgeting around building with my friend John, and I built that, and he suggested that I could use that as some sort of temple interior. And as you can see, we have a rebel running on the bottom right here from the doorway as the stormtroopers are coming, and they're actually running to go hide in the catacombs of this, which brings us to over here. These are two Jedi statue sort of things, and inside you can always see there's more of a cave that rebel is running into. It doesn't show in the mock, but there's supposed to be an entire cave system that goes underneath and throughout the entire mountain, so they're trying to escape. The Imperials are there and just hide in there and hope that they don't find them. And then yet again, at the top you can see I went for some dark orange and dark tan, as I just really like the color combination. And then I also, yet again, went with the more jagged rock work, as you can see. And I was getting to the top of the backside. So as you can see for the top of the backside, it's a bit more different type of rock work. It's a lot more slanted and upward, and a lot less extruding. I did that on purpose, as I was trying to make it kind of shift forms of terrain, as this is a cliffside that you see for the dark gray, and then this is more of a natural landscape that's more flat. And the idea is that moving outwards from this mock, if you were to continue this block backwards, it'd be more flat here and foresty, as this is just taking a rock work chunk. And I'll say it goes for the bottom. If you extend that out to the other direction, it would just be all forest around, and this is just sort of a mountain in the middle of the forest, which is why I decided to include those two trees. I really like the tree on the left. The tree on the right I'm not too fond of. Try to come up with a better design for when I bring that to the convention. And anyways, we have the two death troopers, as they were actually in the forest scouting some other rebel activity, and then got the call and decided to come and help out with those three stormtroopers. So there's two more things that I'd like to point out before I end off this mock talk through. Is the stone path at the bottom. That was actually made by the Jedi for partially this reason, is to distract enemies away from the temple by having a misleading path, and they think it was more down that way. And then if you can look up here to the right near the Jedi, you can see some wood. That is a campfire that the rebels had outside, and they had to desert it and run inside when it became daytime and the Imperials came and tried to attack them. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the mock showcase of this, the cinematic one. I'll be doing two more videos related to this. I'm going to be doing a tree tutorial on the one you can see on the bottom left, if I can pan over to that. And I'm also going to be doing a how I made it video, because I took a lot of work in progress shots of this mock, Anyways, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you are interested in seeing any of those videos or any other type of videos in the future. I'll see you next time. Bye.